So today I'm going to discuss with you a lesson plan that I have come up with. What I have come up with for the first lesson plan is doing a bit of a role play. So with work health and safety, so that staff and trainers understand what is work health and safety, identifying work health and safety, and avoiding work health and safety issues. So what we're going to do is a bit of a role play and set up the salon as a bit of a risk. So have a hairdryer lying on the floor, have water near the basin, have scissors opened up. So I'm going to set up all of that, or the training manager will set up all of that, and then staff have to go through and identify what the work health and safety hazards are, and then explain why they are work health and safety, and then do points on how to avoid that issue, and then how to fix that issue as well. So say for instance, if the scissors are left open on the staff member's trolley, so identifying it is that the scissors are open on the staff member's trolley. Avoiding it is to be closing scissors and putting them in the case as soon as they are finished. And then saying the risk of the issue is you could cut yourself, they could fall over, they could cut somebody else, they could fall on the ground, things like that. And avoiding that issue is, again, kind of a resolution for the issue of putting the scissors away, but even just closing them, if you're not completely finished with them to put in the case, to put away, even just closing them. Another example is the blow dryer just sitting on the floor. So the blow dryer with the cord is sitting on the floor. You know, the issue is, like I just said, the blow dryer sitting on the floor. How to avoid it is to have hooks near where the blow dryers are and wrapping the cords up and putting them there as soon as you are finished. The risk is that people could fall over, people could trip, and it's a health hazard that there's a lot of water in the salon as well. If there are cords lying around everywhere and then there's water, that could be an issue as well. So that's going to be the training plan today. So they need to identify it first off, then they need to explain why it is a hazard, how to avoid it, and any ideas as to how to avoid this issue in the future. So say with the cord being underneath where the blow dryer is, that's a big one. So that's a learning activity. Understanding work health and safety is very important, especially within a salon, because there are so many risks, like I said, with cords, with blow dryers, with product, scissors, electronics, things like that. So it's really important that you understand, can identify them, know how to fix them straight away, how to avoid them straight away, that it's just automatically in your brain there. I think this is going to be a very successful learning activity because we're setting up so that they can, like I said, straight off the bat identify the issue and then know how to fix it. That they personally, everybody in the salon knows what the issue is, they know how to fix it, and they know how to avoid it, to avoid any issues, to avoid any work health and safety issues within the salon. I think the effectiveness of this lesson plan is important, that constantly the issues keep changing. So, you know, if you do a work health and safety on our training nights once a month and you set up a role play, but every time that there are a different role play to do. And I think future improvements for this lesson plan could be that maybe in the future, like I just said, that every time they change. So anytime that that the new lesson plan comes up, that they change, so you're not just getting into a routine of the same work health and safety, because then they'll just get boring and then the staff won't be interested because you did that last week and things like that. So I think it's really important to constantly change and update the activities, even though you still stick with the role play, that they keep changing.